time to get together for another cup of coffee. About a month ago, I was traveling south on Brenner Traffic Way, coming towards 6th Street here in Topeka. I was driving my truck, taking it in actually to be traded in. In any case, I'm approaching 6th Street and have a green light. I'm running 30 miles an hour, the speed limit. I just checked that because you have a tendency coming over that one bridge to get going a little fast. In any case, I look up and here's a white pickup truck coming in from the west on 6th Street, entering the intersection. I knew immediately we're going to hit. There was no question about it. And boom, next thing, we've hit. It takes a moment when you go from 30 to 0 in a couple seconds or whatever it takes for you to stop and think. And so I just started functioning. What do I need to do first? 911. And I inform them. What do I need to do second? Oh, I call the car dealership. I'm going to be a little late. And then the next step, the police arrive quite fast. Well, we're not too far from the law enforcement center where this wreck occurred. In any case, the police arrive, so I deal with that, and then they're wanting me to get out of the middle of the road. They were able to push the other truck out. He was only doing like 5 when we hit. And the officer asked me, well, put it in reverse. I barely moved it away from the truck because they were having trouble getting the truck away from me. Once they did, they're able to push it finally over because it wouldn't start. Mine would start. I think it had quit running. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. In any case, find out mine is not drivable. Well, they want a tow truck because they want to clear the intersection, especially since there's construction going on that very intersection, which if it hadn't been, I would probably, the wreck would have been a different spot and a worse one. In any case, finally I get done with, and then I call up a tow truck. Now I've got a moment where I'm not doing anything specifically with this. And I stop. Thank you, God, for the tribulation. And then later on, I got to thinking back. All right. Thanking God for the tribulation. All right. I go out to the chiropractor who I'm visiting now. Well, last time I visited, which was the week after the wreck, he said, set an appointment when you think you need it. I'm back to that, which is good. In any case, found nothing wrong. You know, the only thing I felt right here once, and it was, if you pushed on it, it was sore. Well, that's where the seatbelt would have been, which thank God for seatbelts. If I hadn't been wearing a seatbelt, this might be a different story, because he hit from the side and the front. That airbag went off on the passenger side. The airbag in front of me did not go off, and I've got to thinking about that later. If it hadn't been for that seatbelt, well, it would have been worse. In any case. So I'm thinking about, all right, I can attribute only one slight thing to the actual wreck itself. Any other, pain or problem I have now comes from conditions I was born with. And so, why didn't I tense up? Because I did cancel something the next morning that I had offered, because I had no idea what I was going to feel like getting up the next morning. You do something to get sore. Like a priest friend of mine was doing some more manual labor around our place here, and the next day he was sore. But I had no soreness, nothing. I mean, I knew the accident was coming. I could see it. I'm not sure if we even had time to try and get over on the brakes or get away from it. I'm not sure that I did because it happened so fast. But I didn't tense up. And so why didn't I tense up? Now I've been thinking about that. I'm thinking it's the attitude of thanking God for tribulations, which I've had a lot of opportunity to. In fact, last spring I preached on thanking God for tribulations. In the next 2 weeks, He sent them. And about 2 weeks later, I look up to God, just because I preach thanking you for tribulation doesn't mean I want any. But He sends them for His reason. But it's that attitude of thankfulness that I think minimized any damage from this wreck. That's kind of my personal opinion. And I had to talk to a priest friend of mine. He preached on patience. For the next 2 weeks, he got every trial. And I said, Father, you've got to remember. And I told him the story I just told you about preaching on tribulations and getting them. I said, you just preached on patience. You're going to get your patience tried. And he was. I could tell. So I said, watch out. And then so I remind him of my patience prayers. The first one is, someone started to pray, Lord, give me patience, and give it to me now. And then another one I read later on is a man that said, Lord, I don't need the opportunities to practice patience. I need the actual patience itself. And so we got to take things a little bit lighter hearted. But this attitude of thanking God for tribulations, I'm really, since I got a big one, in fact, I'm waiting on a phone call tomorrow to find out, are they going to total it? You know, I might actually get some money back out of this deal. Because obviously, when I called them up, my truck was in a lot different shape than it was when they looked at it the day before and offered me whatever as a trade-in. I forget what the amount was. It's all in the paperwork. In any case, God is bringing good out what we consider evil, tribulations. In fact, we may learn more from our tribulations than for when things go smoothly. St. Alphonsus said if he stopped having tribulations, he'd worry that he somehow ticked God off. But I think I've learned a few things from that wreck, and I've been, taking it to heart. God has brought something out of it, and He's trying to teach me something, and I think He has. And at least we got to have a cup of coffee together, and we can all thank God that I'm sitting here having a cup of coffee than in rehab or something trying to get put back together. And with that, I'll bid you a good day, and all the best wishes from the Vatican in Exile. God bless you all, and we'll see you next month and have another cup of coffee. We're working on a new location for that.